Today's game is the Knicks come into town for this one. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Last time these two teams met, it was the New York Knicks picking up the loss in that outing against the Miami Heat. And the slam by Williams.
Wow, Williams going up high, playing over everybody's head.
Stolen by Robinson. Takes the three. Antetokounmpo with the steal. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Outside Butler. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago. An absolute insane display of dribbling from Antetokounmpo. I mean, you can't take this guy lightly when he's got the ball. Mad handles for a guy of any size, but 7 feet tall. Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Bitadze. And Bitadze throws it down.
Jalen Suggs serving up an assist, boy. He is a capable point guard.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Tries from 10, and it's off the back rim. No good. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. We talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Both teams changing it up here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Halliburton. Lays it up and banks it in. Halliburton's got 7.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but By the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Hey, I'll say this about Halliburton. He is a great decision maker. You won't see him mess up the pick and roll very often.
And he comes up with the deuce. 10 points for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay. Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take them because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Left side, out of the Kumbo to the left wing. Clock at 6. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Pass to Kamare. To the inside. Here's Harris. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. That shot off. New York leading by 3. Right side Bagley. Releases. And again, it's New York.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. I mean, he knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
And Giannis throws it down.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And it goes down 2 points.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the New York Knicks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Something else they've been doing really well is shredding that defense by getting all the way to the rack. They've been absolutely fearless in attacking the paint.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Number 54. Young outside. Down low. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Poole. Heat ball. 4 on the clock. Here's Young. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so it's Williams who brings it up for New York. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Rule with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Boy, Smith put some real power behind that jam. Well done, young man.
Young looking it over. Here's Bay. Bay sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And Bay throws it down.
And forceful there from Bay, attacking the iron.
Butler on the move. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The Heat trail by 9. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Back to you.
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. To the paint. In the corner, Finney Smith with it. Here's Beranger. Smith outside. This one for 3. Sinks the triple. Smith's got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Smith, no good. Giannis slashing. Young. Here's Giannis. Rebound by Butler.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Smith outside. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Giannis outside. Using his size, Giannis!
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Knicks making a switch here. New York leading by 10. Halliburton outside. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of the game. Williams for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
.24 seconds left to play here in the half. And pushing it up, here's New York. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
That one, no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. New York shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
Halliburton outside. Poole outside. And so it's the New York Knicks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Outside Robinson, and it's Goga Bitadze with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now, here is Halliburton. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Suggs.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Butler from outside. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Heat trailed by 12. Pass to Bitadze. And Bitadze throws it down.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And the three ball is good. And that's 18 points for Williams.
Just having his way on that one. Williams is showcasing a well-rounded offensive game, piling up the points.
Smith for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Halliburton. The rebound by Bitadze. And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for the Heat. They trail by 14. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Well, you see what you have here. I mean, the unselfishness of Butler, an often unsung trait of his.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Knicks making a switch here. Here's Suggs. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Champagny. And here is Suggs. To the middle. Here's Giannis. Can't hit from in close.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Williams gets the bucket.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. They set the screen. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And one step step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Tyrese Halliburton really is just a tremendous passer, Clark. He loves setting guys up.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, that's where he's at his most effective and happiest as a player, it seems. He takes great pride and joy in distributing the ball and running the show for his team. And some might even criticize him for being too selfless at times for the ability he has to score the ball himself.
Outside, Suggs. One-on-one here. Takes a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Knicks lead by 20.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Kevin?
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
For your Heat, Lakers and Philly. Let's go!
And that one falls for Williams. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
And finished off by Williams.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Here's Poole. Had a hand on it.
Boy, Suggs doing a nice job defensively there. Reacted quickly and got the block.
Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. The quick look, no good that time. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Back to Giannis. 2 points. That one goes. Giannis has got 12 points in just the second half.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Check out Poole taking it to the 10 with reckless abandon.
Back to Suggs. Shoots over Poole. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Knicks out front, running away with it.
65.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Young outside. Young is doubled. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Bucket is good. 34 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the Kumbo inside. Rebounded by Kamare.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
And both free throws good for Giannis. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Halliburton. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
When Halliburton wants the bucket, he gets the bucket.
Here's Giannis. He gets that one. Antetokounmpo's got 18 points just in the second half.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Pass to Poole. New York moving the ball around. Tries to save it. And again, New York turns it over. Young with the ball. Giannis left side. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And that one is off. Outside Butler. Screen by Smith. Smith on the wing. Launches it. Hits it from three-point range.
Smith's range, limitless. He's not shy about pulling up from another zip code.
Bounce pass Young. And to Kumbo. Rebound by Smith.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Poole. Now, here is Halliburton. Screen by Smith. It's tipped. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Robinson with the block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
Here's Miami now. Shot to stop the run. And Butler sends it back. That's a 2 from Smith. For 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Smith's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, you could see the focus on Smith Jr.'s face right there. I mean, he wanted to make sure he cashed in on the three-point shot.
Pass to Young. It's a floater. It's rebounded by New York.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And with the victory tonight, they'll take the second game just as they took the first one between these two teams, moving their record to 2-0 with one left against the Heat.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Williams.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Here's Giannis. Makes it off the glass. Giannis has got 40 points.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly.
Today, I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Look at the Heat.
And a win here, guys, would shift momentum in the season series tonight. It's their second of 3 games overall, and they'll need to draw on what they learned the last time around.
Smith for 3. That one's no good. 0-1 to begin the game. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Now Smith, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. And it's good, 2 points.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
To the paint. Pass to Champagny. And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for New York. And there's the drive. And finished off by Halliburton.
So good at just reading the defense. That time, Halliburton maintains his dribble and gets to where he wants to go.
Here's Grimes. Pass to Bitadze. Back to Grimes. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
To the middle. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill. And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Here's Giannis. Pass to Bitadze. And it's Goga Bitadze with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
New York leading by 6. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. Shoots the 3. Knicks with the rebound. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Williams. Going inside. And Williams with the stuff.
Such a strong young player. Jalen Williams getting it done.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Now, here's...
Nice!
Look at that. And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Smith for 3. They get it again. Williams for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. The Heat trailed by 8. It's Suggs with the drive. Here's Grimes. No good there off the double clutch. New York with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Back to Kamara. Some nice passing by New York here. Giannis right side. Pass to Grimes. Here's Champagny. And here's Giannis. It's stolen by Smith. Outside for Bagley. Here's Halliburton. And the shot goes in. Halliburton's got 7 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Teams changing it up here. And so it's Young who brings it up for Miami, trailing by 10. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Guys?
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Right here.
Now, whoa, he flew in there. Wow.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Pass to Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Shot clock at 6.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his second early foul.
For New York, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line. This in their only other attempt earlier.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Now Young. Nothing on the board. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And so it's New York up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
And it's Haliburton penetrating. Misses from short range. The Heat trail by 12. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Young outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Harris. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. Pass to Poole. Second chance shot. Haliburton. Right side out of the Kumbo. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Back to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And I like Harris mixing that into his game. That time he screened the defender, and then he found himself open for a shot.
And he drives in. Haliburton with the steal. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points. And nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Left side, Haliburton. Harris a screen. 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Heat moving the ball around. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Down low. Oh, Giannis punches it home.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Knicks making a switch here. Here's Poole. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Williams. There's the drive. And it's Williams finishing it off.
You're looking at a big wing here. Williams is 6'6", roughly 220 pounds, and he is tough to get off his driving line.
There's the screen. Suggs with the ball. Butler covering. No good on that one. The Knicks leading by 12. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Boy, that is a statement. Smith Jr. taking no prisoners.
It's rebounded by New York. Poole outside. Smith outside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch. He just hasn't been able to find any kind of consistency to this point.
Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Smith's got 13.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And New York making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
The Heat trail by 19. Pass to Suggs. Outside, out of the Kumbo. It's stolen by Smith. Nobody near Williams. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Latrey. The rebound by Batadze. And here are the Heat now. And it's Suggs missing. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 15-6 run. Got that one up quick. Smith's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And the numbers speak for themselves. Smith has been aggressive and effective all night.
Giannis right side. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Grimes. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Batadze. No good there. Deflects the pass. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Knicks out front, up 19. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. An easy 2 points on the layup. Halliburton's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Knicks.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Fades. The Knicks pull it in.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Suggs looking around. Fades and shoots. The shot missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Pass to Giannis. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by Smith.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Uncovered. Good on the shot. Smith's got 17 now.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. That'll be a 5-second call.
Next ball.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Launches it. Shot by Grimes. No good.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
And it's Halliburton penetrating.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Halliburton drives in, plays it up and banks it in. Halliburton's got 6 here in this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And no one in the league does it better. Giannis feeling the contact there, almost using that to propel himself for the finish.
Pass to Grimes. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Poole with the ball for the Knicks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Giannis. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Near the 3-point line, it's Poole. Gets an open look and hits.
Well, he hasn't had to carry the entire load tonight, but he can always flip that switch.
Timeout called, the Heat. Both teams will make substitutions.
Once again, for your Miami Heat dancers.
And it's the Heat with the ball. To the left side wing. Here's Champagny. It's Grimes on the wing. Pass to Champagny. Clock at 6. Here's Bay. Again, the miss by the Heat. New York with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball, but the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus minus, give me that group of 5 plus minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. Suggs misses the 3.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Poole, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Champagny. Here's Suggs. And again, it's the Heat missing. Kamara with it. Pass to Poole. Got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's New York leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. They've been... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Cuts off the pass. Pushing it up. Here's Williams. And stolen by Christie. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Young, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Williams. And it's Miami with the rebound. Now let's go to the sidelines for a report on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Allie, what are they saying?
Hey guys, Miami's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. A return to the floor.
Oh! That's as good as it gets. Woo!
Fred VanVleet.
Man, Jalen Williams auditioning for the dunk contest. That was nasty.
Fade away. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
With the fadeaway.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Smith outside. Launches a 3. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith
checks both boxes.
Antetokounmpo.
I'm telling you, he is doing absolutely everything he can out there. He's just not getting enough help.
Butler in the corner. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And again, New York with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Halliburton on the wing. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Again, Giannis missing. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. The Knicks making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pulls up on the wing. Itadze. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
And he's good on the three ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Williams double team. No one near Smith as he lets it go. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New York.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first two, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Smith.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
It's taken away by Smith. Jacks up a three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge. Yes, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Miami no good on that time either. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
Here's Grimes. Off target with his three. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team